entertainers in the building.
And now it's time for Wit It, presented by WeInThere.com, featuring Richie Villanueva and John Longton. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever episode of Wit It, presented by WeInThere.com in collaboration with Pretty Alright. Has nothing to do with but you know, that's neither here nor there. Richie.
Yes.
Villanueva.
That is me.
My sidekick here. Introducing him to the world right now. Me and Richie had an idea that we want to bring the capital region to the people, for the people, by the people. So you know what? We got to pull some what's going on.
Yeah.
We're just going to be like a little weekly variety show that we just talk about capital region events, national events, worldwide events, universal events.
Local events.
Right.
Speaking of local events, R.I.P. to the ValleyCats. Let's take a moment of silence.
Well, they might not be dead, but they lost their this is hard to say. MILB, which is the minor league baseball league, whatever. They lost their association
Through a text message.
Well,
to add insult to injury.
It was kind of through a text message. So basically, if you don't know by now, the ValleyCats play in Troy, the Tri-City ValleyCats. They are the affiliate to the Astros. Have been playing here
since 2002?
Something like that.
2002.
Almost 20 years.
2001,
almost 2 decades.
There, for sure.
So in that time, they were the single-A short affiliate to the Houston Astros. They have produced 50 Major League products, 2 World Series MVPs, and just a plethora of talent just going into Troy and then just moving up the minor league ranks, da-da-da-da. Last year, before COVID, this is not a COVID thing, by the way, Richie.
Pre-COVID.
This is pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
This decision was already in the works. So last year, the Major League Baseball decided they're going to restructure their minor league program and go from 160 teams to 120 teams.
But didn't they tell the ValleyCats that, like, pretty much that they were fine? They pretty much almost guaranteed, we're cutting down teams, but don't worry, like, it's not going to affect you. You're going to be fine. And then...
Yes. And then...
That sucks.
Then last week, I think it was last Wednesday or Tuesday, or I forget what day it was, to be honest, they came out with a list online. And, you know, when you're trying out for JV in high school...
When you thought you were hot.
Going through the list.
You thought you scored 30 buckets and you thought you were doing great and...
Our name wasn't on it.
Mm-mm.
The Tri-City ValleyCats are no longer affiliated with anything to do with Major League Baseball.
I mean, and that's like the story of the Capital Region, because like all of our sports teams, all of our pre-pro sports teams, like the what are they called? The Empires?
The Empire.
Empire. Albany River Rats, Albany Devils.
The Firebirds.
The Firebirds. There's so many teams that are in Albany
team,
that do well, and then they just get the axe every time.
Well,
they go to a different city where they think they're going to get more money, and then it just gets nixed there as well. And it's like, just stay in Albany, man.
That's what happened with the Devils. Actually, Binghamton paid the Albany Devils
$2 million.
And
Jesus,
they just packed up and left overnight. But it's a bunch of different. It's a mixture of things. It's like we've gotten fucked in every which way in this town in terms of sports.
For sure.
We've gotten fucked with teams moving away, teams not having enough money, teams that are just like, you know what, we're out of here.
Because that was Empire's problem. That was a money issue.
No, the Empire's problem. It was a league-wide money issue. So basically, the league was sued years ago. That was kind of buried. Albany got back up there. There's 4 teams left in the league, and then that lawsuit kind of peeked its head back out and reared its ugly head and just kind of shut down the whole league. Back. So, but the Empire coming back, who the fuck cares about the Empire, though?
I mean, I would like to see a lot more sport and a lot more things to do. I mean, we're the capital of New York. We're literally the capital of New York. A lot of people don't know. Like, even people when they say, like, what's the capital of New York? New Manhattan. It's like...
I thought it was Mount St. Pillion.
Or Saratoga Springs. Like, Mount St.
Right.
Pillion? It's never Mott's. Nobody knows that.
No.
But yeah, I would love to see a lot more personal or a lot more professional growth, like, especially for sports in this area. Like,
well, it's hit or miss, though, Rich. The ValleyCats were the epitome of the great, like, they were a great story. They were around for 18 years.
18 years, yeah.
And they averaged 4,300 fans a game. It's a 39.
Wait. They averaged 4,300 fans a game.
Yeah, and that's a 39 game home season, which means they were playing 78 games. Is that my math? I'm not a mathematician or anything, but
you got to calculate.
They were playing and listen to this. Out of the 38 home games, they'd have 20 fireworks. They'd have all kinds of promotional nights like Star Wars night, Ninja Turtle night. Bring your dog to the park night.
I'd go to Ninja Turtle night.
Well, guess what?
I can't go to that no more.
You still probably can, but it's going to take the whole capital region to rally around the ValleyCats in order for it to be a continually successful organization. But right now, we're just not looking good.
Go out and support. And talking of going out and support, rumor has it that you can actually try out for the ValleyCats if you are good enough.
Oh, that is a rumor.
Oh, it is?
I made that up.
Oh.
Yeah.
This guy.
Well, I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows? Well, they're actually looking at 2 other leagues to get into, which would probably filter the players. I don't know if it's going to be a college league like the Albany Dutchman or just like a semi-pro league like there's like an Atlantic League and there's another league. But long story short, you could try out and maybe, just maybe, anybody could be a professional athlete.
Speaking of professional athletes,
yeah.
What do you consider, what is your definition of a personal athlete?
Professional athlete?
Right now, off the top of your head, not scripted. What is your definition
Somebody
of a personal
that's
athlete?
getting paid to perform a sport.
Now, my question to you is, with all the drama that's going on with the Paul brothers, do you consider the Paul brothers? First of all, let me just start this off. I found out 2 weeks ago that they were brothers. I didn't know that there was 2 separate ones.
Wait. Are you talking about Chris Paul and that Jake from State Farm?
Jake is right. Jake Paul, but he has a brother named Logan Paul. And apparently they're both boxers. I had no idea.
I've watched their fights.
I thought
two different guys.
I thought they were the same person.
I thought they were like 2 different aliases.
I thought it was his persona. Maybe he's Logan Paul in life and his video was... No, they're brothers. And then I thought that they were twins. They're 2 years apart.
2 years?
So apparently...
Wait, how old are they first off?
One was born in 95. If I'm not mistaken, that's Jake.
Jake from State Farm.
Yes. And then Logan, Wolverine, it was born in 97. I could be wrong.
I think you might have those mixed.
I don't know which one is which. They look identical. But apparently the rumor on the block is that Logan is going to fight Mayweather. That's already solidified, set in stone. Right. And then Jake, who just got done beating up a 45-year-old Nate Robinson thinking he's hot shit, wants to fight Conor McGregor. He offered him $50 million. Now, my question, do you think the fight will happen?
$50 million, you can do anything.
$50 million.
$50 million, you can go to space with $50 million. You can do anything with $50 million.
$50 million.
Yes, the fight's going to happen, but...
I don't know, man.
Your original question was, do I consider the
Jake brothers professional athletes?
Yeah, no.
Neither one of them.
No.
Not even, who was the one who just fought, who's 2-0? The one...
I don't know. I can't tell them apart. First off, before the whole boxing thing, I'm like, I live under a rock because apparently these guys got famous. I had to research who the fuck they were. They're like rappers, comedians, YouTubers.
They're not rappers. I heard that. I made it through a minute of his rap video.
Well, anyway, we looked up one of his online prank videos. God damn it! Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have gotten rich off of what he did.
It wasn't even funny. We watched his what was it? His top funniest, and we made it a minute and a half into the video.
Whatever.
Not even.
Anyways, both of them have punchable faces. They're not professional athletes.
No.
They're not. How are they professional athletes?
I mean, who is it? Jake or whoever's 2-0, the one who just fought Nate Robinson. Okay, I mean, Logan? He does look. I mean, He's not a chump, you know what I mean? Granted, he probably beat my ass, but I still give him the fair. I'd still fight him. I think that he is a professional athlete. I will give him the title of professional athlete.
Let me just say
that's what it boils down to.
If you and I had a boatload of money like they do, we had nothing to do all day,
right?
Like they do, we could also transform ourselves into professional athletes. I mean, maybe not boxing. Maybe you could be a bowler. You know what I'm saying? You can be a professional bowler.
You can be a professional bowler.
I would try to be a professional golfer.
Bro,
I would just golf every day.
There's professional gift wrappers. Think about that. If we had no money, we can be a professional gift wrapper once a year and just gift wrap people stuff.
They're rapping while they wrap
No, what they do is they wrap they'll make like a design. They'll like take strings and they'll like stretch them out with like a scissor and they'll like make them curly.
Yeah, like the mall every year. They got the table with the donation or whatever.
I mean,
those guys are professionals.
You can be a professional at anything nowadays. It's 2020. I can be a professional.
All right. Say you got a boatload of money.
Yeah.
What sport do you think you can break into the quickest? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have all day, every day to train, do what you want to do for any sport on the planet. What sport are you breaking
Honestly,
into?
right now, gaming. I would be a gaming athlete. I would
gaming?
It's on the esports right now.
But you could take a week off and game and not
to get to that level. Exactly. You need to throw yourself in. You need to stay home and play. If you want to be a 2K, there are people who had the Bulls, like the NBA had an official draft for 2K and moved people to their city to play a video game as professionals.
I couldn't keep up with these like 13-year-olds.
If right now at 30 years old, if you said, here's a buttload of money, you don't have to worry about anything, become a professional, I would choose gaming. I would be a professional gamer.
That's good.
I would choose a professional gamer. I'm 30. I can't get hit anymore. I'm frail.
No.
I'm frail.
Why wouldn't you choose golfing? I had you golfing this year.
Yeah, you did.
I brought this guy on the course.
For the first time
twice. Ever. His first and his second was me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't do that bad. I didn't do great.
I popped his golf cherry.
Twice.
Well, you can only pop it once, I think.
It depends on how hard the first time went.
Right. I thought I got you pretty hard the first time. anyway. But like, bowling, that's got to be easy as shit to break into. Not going to lie. I used to be a bowler. When I left the game, when I hung my cleats up or my bowling shoes up and I threw my jersey in the rafters and all the fans were going crazy, my average was 193.
My best game is a 161.
Really? So but like, bowling is a sport, like, you get to a certain plateau and like, if you don't throw a strike, you're pissed. So every night, I'm just pissed off the whole fucking time.
Now that you say that, what about either darts or billiards? Like, if you want to...
Billiards is probably tougher than darts.
Yeah, for sure.
Billiards is probably tougher than darts.
Yeah, for sure. But, like, darts...
I think if I played darts for 10 hours a day...
Every day for a year straight, you would be really
But here's the catch. Darts, I'm only good at when I'm half in the bag.
Ooh, so I don't see the problem.
I'd probably die at, like, 50 from alcoholism.
I mean, live a great life, leave a pretty corpse, right?
180! I love watching that. That is so electric. When I hear the guy yell 180, it is the most fucking electric thing you can hear.
That is awesome.
Most electric thing you can hear.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of the most electrifying thing,
I want to hear this transition.
Albany, New York, Saratoga, New Mexico, Vancouver. What do they all have in common?
New Mexico.
Oh, no. Regular Mexico. Sorry. Mexico, Vancouver, California, and the capital region. What do all those have in common?
Oh, there's Mexicans.
Yes. That is a very good and astute observation.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of NXVIM?
Is it like a makeup company?
I wish. Okay, so for those who don't know, NXVIM was a cult that was originated literally in the 518. The ringleader, Kurt Rainier?
No, Keith Rainier.
You're
thinking of Kurt Cobain.
Oh, that's another hero as well. Keith Rainier, literally... Rainieri?
I don't know.
Is that? I don't know. Well,
I watched the documentary.
He started literally a cult in the 518 that took place probably like 10 years ago, 11, 15 years ago.
No, this shit went all the way to 2018.
Yeah, it went, but it originated back in like
02?
08? No. It originated in the early 2000s and it went on for like 15, almost 20 years. And it was literally in our backyard of the 518. And so much in our backyard that we actually know.
Yo, you know people that were in that shit?
I know individuals that were in that shit. I'm not gonna say male, female. First of all, I work at the Cheesecake Factory.
I'm throwing the cheese out.
You're right. I can't do
because
that.
I've done videos in the past and I had cheese in there and I almost got fired over it.
I actually don't work there anymore. I work at a food industry spot that's very well known in this area, and I'm more than sure you were there for a decade. I am more than sure.
That's a long ass time.
It's only a decade. Yeah.
I did that bit on my head, baby. What's up?
I mean, I'm pretty sure like they've come in at Cheesecake. Like I've seen the women in there.
Okay, so we watched this. In all jokes aside, we watched this documentary very intently on the background.
That's the only reason I watched it.
Every episode, we're like,
who's in the background that I could see? Yeah. Yeah, and I actually work with somebody right now.
No, you don't.
She grew up in that development where everything took place. Like, she knows, like, she grew up in Clifton Park. What was it called?
Knoxwood.
She grew up in Knoxwood. So, and she had no idea. Like, she even says, like, she had no idea. She had no idea all this was going on in her literal backyard. So it's just like 518. Like,
what did go on there?
What didn't go on? We'll probably make a shorter.
You know what's crazy is the fact that we know people in it.
Right.
They were around for so long. We worked at a chain restaurant where, what do you think? How many people walk in there in a day? 1,000 people?
No, I think that's a lunch.
Could be.
I think that's a busy lunch.
And I never got solicited for a sex cult. I'm fucking flabbergasted. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with me?
I mean, if I was you, I'd feel something. I mean, I wasn't there for, like, the beginning.
Yeah, I'll get the brand right now, bro. I just want to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the brand, in the cult, they had a separate, I guess, subsection.
It was called DOS. It stood for DOS.
DOS.
I don't know.
Not DOS Boo. It was like DOS, and it pretty much was the women of that cult being empowered, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
They
slaves.
They end up getting branded, like, with an iron, like, hot brand.
No.
Close to their...
It was like they drew the brand in like a brand pen. And it was even worse.
Apparently, it was supposed to be like a mountain, like wind and water, and it was supposed to symbolize like
why don't we just show the viewers right now? Check this out. Crazy, right?
So, like, apparently...
Tell them where it was.
And it was literally...
Don't take your...
Come on, man. Yeah, not ready. But it was literally, like, right here. It was by their vaginal area.
It was next to the fupa.
And it ended up getting shown that it was actually the initials of the women, of the leader of the... It was Keith Rainier's initials.
Smallville girl.
Allison Mack. Allison...
Jack. I used to touch myself to her all the time.
He told me like several times. He keeps telling me about this.
Dude, my family, we couldn't afford cable. I was 13 at the time, maybe 12. Alex Mack was on my TV once a week, Monday nights, 8 o'clock.
Smallville.
I'm like, wow.
I liked her better than Dana. That was the other chick that I found it out. It was Dana. The other chick's name was Dana.
The brunette.
Yeah, her name was Dana. And I always liked Allison Mack character.
I had a thing for Allison Mack.
For sure.
And while I'm watching these documentaries, I'm like, she looks... like I've done something with her before. Literally than I know. It's just myself.
But yeah, that's literally right in our backyard, man. Like, you never, like... It's wild.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you've seen other... Like, if this shit happened in another country, I'd still be like, wow, that's crazy.
I would still watch it.
And then I watched the documentary, and then all of our skylines and roads and shit like that is their B-roll. I'm like, whoa.
There's actually a clip on, I think it's the second or third episode, they're literally driving down Washington Avenue.
Yeah.
Literally Washington Avenue.
They're driving down there? Well,
if you're from Albany, you know that's Washington Avenue.
They were on New Carner. They were in Clifton Park.
Yep.
They were in Lake George for the Vanguard.
The ceremony thing?
I think so. Like, I was in Lake George.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, I got FOMO, like a motherfucker.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I could have been at all this shit, having a great time, whatever. I wouldn't have gotten raped or whatever because I'm a male, but like, should I cut that? Nah, I ain't cutting it. Whatever.
Well, I just made a face. It's gonna be perfect.
Whatever. Yeah, no, I honestly think it's fucked up. I'm just making jokes here. No. We are joking around. We're a show, not a podcast.
We're just here for a good time. Like, there are serious issues that we're going to talk about, but there's a joke in everything.
Right.
So if you get offended easily...
Right.
I mean, you've already made it this far, so you might as well just continue the video.
Don't come at me all offended and shit. Like, you need to chill the fuck out, all right?
It is 2020. People are on edge. It is a very edgy society right now.
Funny you say that, Rich.
Very society.
That it's 2020. I needed a minority for the show. Yo, come back in here, bro.
That's funny.
Let's finish it up.
I'm back.
Oh, you drinking now?
I mean, after that one, calm my nerves so I don't wow on out.
I guess. All right, we'll drink to that one. But we're friends, though. 2020 should bring people together, not pull people apart. You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
with everything that's
no
going on.
No matter what you believe or what affiliation you have, just be normal people. Can we do that?
Not even normal people. Just be a good person. Like, that's all it boils down to. You don't got to be the nicest person, but if everybody had respect for the next person next to them, we wouldn't be going through half the shit that we're going through right now. So,
there's certain things that you don't have to jump down people's throat for. Leave your ideologies at home. Just bro out. Go to a bar and fucking bro out. You know what I'm saying?
And a simple please or excuse me or hello literally can save somebody's life or go a long way. So
don't even get me going.
Just be nice, guys.
Don't even get me going.
'Tis the season right now where everybody is gloomy, and this is the most highest depression rate of the year is around holiday season.
Yeah.
So, literally, I'm here, and I'm pretty sure John is here as well, to literally just tell you, just keep breathing. Just keep swimming.
Right.
Just keep swimming.
We're all in this shit together.
Don't
just
keep
let
swimming,
Facebook
man.
divide you is what we're getting
Just
at.
keep swimming.
You know what I'm saying?
We all bleed the same blood. We all live the same life, just a different chapter.
Right.
Guys, just peace, love, and tranquility, man.
Right. Exactly.
Keep it peaceful.
We forgot the sponsor today.
Oh, so I think right now would be a good time to go to commercial break.
We're just going to do it live.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Today's episode is sponsored by Lay's Poppables.
Poppables!
Pop, motherfucker.
I never had one of these.
They're mad good.
I never had one of these.
Rich's never had a Poppable.
I'm actually kind of excited.
In his life before. So
I wanted to save it. He's like, yo, crack this open. I was like, nah, let's do it for the camera. For the whole effect. So here we go, a Poppable. I'm not a big fan. These look like the Dorito 3Ds that came out.
Go good.
I didn't like those.
Just put that shit in your mouth.
That's what she said.
No, that's what you said.
Huh?
Nah, fuck you, bro.
Nah, it's good. I mean, it's barbecue. Can't go wrong with barbecue chips, no matter what chip it is. You can't. I'll reach in for a handful.
And Lay's, you can send that check to 70 Lexington Avenue, Albany, New York, 12206, apartment 1. Make it out to John C. Longton III.
We'll split it, don't worry.
Hey, thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next week.
Next week!
I'm Wit It. Presented by WeInThere.com.
We are in there.
In conjunction with Pretty Alright.
Everything's pretty alright, man. Every little thing is gonna be pretty alright. Right.
That's good.
I like that.
I felt like that was electric. The whole time.
I have a really good vibe about that one. That one felt like it just flowed.